What is going on, guys? My name is Moto, and today you are going to be watching Squadcast episode number 3 here today on my channel. We are still on Encore. We are still running the fucking Cowie. I don't know why. It's a good bike. Anyway, real quick, wanted to shout out the sponsors of today's episode and every episode. We got One Up Motorsports and Dirt Monkey Productions. Go follow those guys. I'm going to leave their links down below in the description and all of that good shit. Leave their Instagram and Facebook. So without further ado, let's jump right on into the race recap as we see Bucket fucking hauling some serious dick, and go. All right, so with this episode, we're really going to want to try to recap the whole race that happened at Houston, all the drama, all of the death, and all that shit. So I guess we'll start off, mainly by 250s. I don't really give too many shits about qualifying or heat races. We'll mainly just go straight in depth with the main. So the main event for the 250s was an interesting one. It saw Cianciarulo, in my opinion, probably the fastest guy out there besides maybe Plessinger. And Cianciarulo could have won the race twice, and this man decided to fucking die twice. So that was a good thing. I don't know about you guys, but I thought that was pretty interesting, noting that he looped it out. Saw a lot of different line choice from the riders, and noticed some people were doing a couple of different rhythms within the sections. Even on the 250s, I think wasn't McElrath hitting the double, or he was stepping over the table and then quadding after, kind of like the 450s. Anybody else notice that?
To be honest, I fell asleep like halfway through the 250 for like 5 minutes.
It's a good race, the fuck?
I woke back up and there was like 9 people within like 7 seconds, and was like, damn, I missed some good racing there.
Yeah, you really did.
This is some good shit.
Tedder, man.
That dude is a trooper. Alright. I think, honestly, I've always liked Dakota. I've always liked him. I feel like he clearly showed that these guys are being pussies when they're hurting their shoulders, okay? This man straight up ate some heavy shit in the whoops and still made the main. In the same race.
It's so great to see someone actually, not get hurt too bad, or to where they ran back to their bike though, and I'm gonna make this main still, charging.
Hell yeah, and I think one of the big things with that was the fact that, is he a privateer? I think he's a privateer rider. He's not factory backed, and like those guys literally just live basically on, like, I have to get the main. My sponsors will give me money if I get the main. That'll help me finance their next race. I mean, I think his family's pretty solidly off, so he's able to get into the races.
They have to, and that's finish money. That's finish position. Main, it's going to be a lot better than an LCQ.
And I mean, I guarantee that shit hurt, because I mean, didn't the bike landed on him a little bit? I mean, it didn't. I mean, I wouldn't imagine it probably hurt like a bitch, but.
Yeah, he got lucky, landed on the downside there. Otherwise, it would have been really bad.
Was Plessinger part of that first turn crash, or was he just bad start?
I think he had a bad start. This man literally was in the press conference. He packed his gate. This man put dirt under his tire.
And he said his
on the grid
last night.
Yeah.
His mechanic was right in front of him till the 10-second sign, so he said he was kind of sleeping. And a lot of riders, there's a few riders that are actually putting dirt just to kind of get a little slippage,
Oh yeah.
A little more consistency from the gate to the.
To try to take the edge off of the metal grade is what Plessinger said last night when I was listening on Pulpin X.
Makes sense.
So that,
Yeah, I figured
so
the metal grate.
The
metal grate to dirt is probably a little rough.
I'd imagine, and yeah, Cal, I would imagine the same thing. Probably they're trying to prevent too much grip, so much that they just fucking, even with them leaning forward, I mean, with that much grip off the start, that could pull a Baggett situation. And I'm speaking of that whole thing at San Diego last round, I think it's going to be Oakland. If Baggett decides to do that again, he should not do it at Oakland, because the way that starting gate is placed, the track comes back straight to that, almost like they're going to have like a 10-second gap basically in between probably them hitting the first corner and by the time they go back on the straight, right in front of the gate.
Like
so.
red flag out.
Yeah. So with that out of the way, I guess we could talk about the 450 race, which, in my opinion, after I saw the heats, because I was actually driving during the heats because I was a hungry little bitch and I needed food. I didn't see the heat until I got home and I saw the replay of Musquin fucking dying and dislocating his shoulder. That was cool as shit.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That was...
Pressure got to him a little bit.
That kind of pissed me off more that Tomac didn't ride because Muskin went down.
Oh, yeah. By the way, guys, if you didn't
at
know,
some points.
Brandon Burton here, Mr. Cal 450, he's a Tomac guy. As am I, but...
In his first appearance on the Squadcast.
Yeah, this time I don't have to read his picks off, guys. Isn't that great? Anyway, so with that,
Definitely.
I guess, brought up, one of the big things on the night was obviously Jason Anderson. Pretty much, I think even in qualifying
El
session, he
hombre.
looked like he was gonna win. Like, I think
Well,
even if Musquin would have stayed up,
qualifier, wasn't he?
I think so. I think even if Musquin would have stayed up on two wheels, I don't think anybody would have answered Musquin. Or not Musquin,
No.
Anderson. There's no way.
He was struggling. I was gonna say, Muskin was struggling all day.
Yeah, no. I think the only guy that was really able to contend with him was Roxon, and even Roxon, I mean, the way Roxon's riding right now, I think he's going up, but I don't think he's got that, like, I guess, cardio, I guess I should say, with his arm. He's kind of like, he gets...
Fiery aggressiveness.
Well, I think he's trying to play it safe, and he doesn't want to risk too much. He knows the championship is a long thing, and he can end up... I mean, he's a contender, clearly. The way he's been finishing, he's a contender, but I think he's more taking it easy so that way he's not injured at the end of the season. He has actually a fight for the championship again.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. The guy could stay top 3 all year, and with how stuff goes, end up taking a championship.
Oh yeah.
Just stay safe, and you got to be there. You can't crash out and be in a championship.
And speaking of, I guess, the podium for the 450s, Barsha. Second podium in a
Bam
row,
Bam
even though it's
is
third
back.
place. This
He's there
man
to stay.
is on a 6-week deal, or was. At this point, I don't know if he's confirmed to have a full season contract yet. This man was just expected to be the Millsaps fill-in, and Webb was supposed to be the breakout star. Webb gets 11. No, he got wild card. So Webb gets 12, and last week what did he get? Like fucking 14th or 13th, maybe even 10. I don't know. It wasn't even top 10. I don't think. This man, Barsha, comes out barely any fucking time to run, and is on podium two races in a row.
He's riding the Yamaha pretty good.
Yeah. As much as he's struggled on him, he's killing it this year.
I'm fucking
I think
excited
that-
about it.
From what they said in the press conference, he didn't have very much time on that bike.
Yeah.
So it's only going to get better from here.
Well, see, that's what I'm
As
meaning.
you
Like
get
this
more used
dude,
to
this
it.
dude had like a couple weeks. Cause I mean, think about it. He rode Cup on a privateer Yamaha that he threw together, or Honda that he threw together,
On the
and he didn't have a deal with Yamaha until what, like 2 weeks before?
Something
Yeah,
like
I
that.
think he was off on vacation when he got the call. He said,
And he said, I mean, fuck it. I might as well come out to Supercross because
Yeah.
like, why not? I mean, it's something to do. He can make money off of it, and you know, if all goes well, he might have a full ride. So
man.
personally, I think this, like, if Yamaha's smart, they're offering him a contract, or he has already got one. Like, there's no way they don't scoop him up for a full.
yeah, hopefully
at
they
least the season.
bring on, bring him on the end of the season. If he's running like he is, there's no.
Because right now
Definitely
he's the
not.
only one keeping Yamaha in the 450 title. Like, I don't see any other. Is there any other Yamaha that's finishing top 10 right now? I don't. That I'm thinking
No,
about. Like, I don't think there is. I think
You're
Cooper
not
Webb
gonna
is the
bring
only
one
other
back
guy that
6
could,
races
but
in.
I mean, yeah, I think it's just it's good that Barsha's there because it's giving it more variety too. In a season that started off the way it did now, like if Barsha wasn't there, it would be Anderson and Roxon now, and it'd be like, oh, well, this is another two-person battle, and this is just going to be kind of boring. And I think this championship, I think I don't know if I know I addressed it in some live streams. I think Musquin can still make the championship interesting since he's only 25 out. or 26 out or some shit. And I believe Tomac was 29 out at this point in time last year, maybe even a couple races after. But I think it's almost safe to say Tomac's for sure out of the championship.
He'd have to come back and win every race still.
And I think
I
even
know he's
then, the
probably
points
wouldn't be
leaders
enough.
have to just completely fuck themselves. So
The thing about it is, there's too many people up front that has the possibility of winning. So,
But I
yeah,
will
like,
say though, I
Husky
do
and
think
Windsor
if
every round.
anybody can come in and just sweep the championship, like I think Tomac could have been the guy. If he gets good starts, that dude does not die unless he takes a rock to the cock. I mean, plain and simple. So
Has anyone heard any updates on him?
I haven't seen anything, no. I would imagine he's probably going to try to race next at A2, but I mean, again, no promises there. I know Dean wants to fucking come back. Wilson wants to race so bad it's
Yeah,
not
I've
even
seen
funny.
He's been doing everything possible.
He's doing interviews. Even Jason Anderson was sitting there in the press conference after he won. He's like, "Yeah, Dean and I have been training, and like I'm really bummed that he's not racing."
A little bit today.
So, oh yeah,
Wilson rode some today, I guess. I saw that.
awesome.
Yeah, and he went out and rode press day last weekend. But I guess it just didn't come through. Didn't feel.
I think when they
100%.
interviewed him for their YouTube channel after press day, he was basically just saying like his favorite thing is going through those rough ass whoops. Obviously, he comes from being a GP guy coming over and doing 250 championship. He just loves the whoops for whatever reason. It's like one of his favorite things. And I guess the big thing was during press day they weren't practicing whoops, and he already felt like there was a good amount of pain, and the way their whoops were gonna be, he just knew it wasn't gonna be. It was gonna hurt like a motherfucker going through those things. So he decided at the end of the day it wasn't
A
smart.
little off topic, but talk about injuries. What about Bobo? Any word on him?
Yeah, he's copping fucking Lewis Hamilton swag. If you guys don't know who Lewis Hamilton is, that's the 2017
He's an
F1
NASCAR
World
driver.
Champion. Yeah, I think he's 4-time or 5. No, he's 5-time F1 champion, isn't he now?
5 times.
Yeah, so this man literally is sat there on a fucking Instagram picture. I'll probably link the post. He's chilling,
It's hilarious.
drinking a fucking energy drink out of
Energy drink.
a wine glass, looking like fucking Lewis Hamilton with a hoodie on. What the fuck is this guy doing? Get on the bike, pussy!
Yeah, the funniest parts, you look down in the comment and one of the first ones you read, Carmichael, seriously?
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh man. Is that about it? I think
That must
that
be-
about wraps up recap for the race. Wasn't it?
You guys think Hill's gonna come back?
Oh, that's another guy.
Yeah.
He does not look good on that bike.
Yeah, he's
And
struggling.
also,
There's something going on.
No. He looks good. He just doesn't ride good.
I mean, didn't he even had fast qualifier last weekend too, I thought.
No, I mean, you can't really consider that even like something good though, because the way they were hitting that track, like you can't win the race by hitting the lines that he was for the fast qualifier. Basically how he did it, if you guys didn't see it, everybody was pretty much running that track pretty consistently that was in the top
But everyone did
quadrant.
that though.
Well, yeah. So, I mean, he ran quick, but if you watch that fast lap back, the way he bounced out of the whoops to hit that inside line, nobody else got the same bounce as him. Like, this man literally bounced so lucky. His back end angled out to the right when it's a left-hand corner, so all he had to do was basically hit the throttle and roll over the finish. So he got a very lucky bounce and was able to get that fast lap. But I don't think that even the qualifying time there can really show. I don't know. I don't think he can win the championship just because I see Cianciarulo running just mad hot. So I see McElrath running. I see Savacci maybe trying to run for the title, and I see Plessinger coming. But I don't think that I don't think Hill has time to catch up.
No.
How about
Oldenburg? What about him? He's been freaking fire.
I
Oldenburg's good.
don't know what he is in points though.
He's let's see. 37.
Pull it up for me.
34. He's right there. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's close, but they got a short season.
Hell yeah, that's
He's
what I'm
been running
meaning.
good,
I think.
though, you know, really good to start those mains.
Hell yeah. What were you about to say, Cal?
Baggett looks like shit.
Baggett. Dude, I was
Baggett
expecting
looks-
so much out of him.
Everyone does, and we should with how the way he
Well-
talks.
Who?
Well, and
Baggett.
he was really doing good halfway through the season last year.
Well,
All the
it
way
just
through
takes
to
him
the
a little
end.
while. He
Well,
wasn't
plus,
really
I guess at the same time, he did just have thumb surgery.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
But-
he sat on his thumb while I was in his ass.
But he's never been too much of a supercross guy, has he? He's mainly been a national
Nah,
guy
well, that's the thing
outdoors.
is that apparently last
mean,
year
and
he
he's
started
came-
developing. Like, he started,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
his trainers were saying, like, he's really enjoying Supercross. Like, that was the big thing with him.
Yeah.
He never enjoyed Supercross, and now he's really liking it, so, and he's getting better. So, I mean, I hope at the end of the season he starts to be a contender, and maybe, you know, maybe next year he can be a prospect for a dark horse guy again. Maybe not, but I mean, and outdoors, always a challenger. Always a contender.
He's not out of it yet. I mean,
No.
Tomac
No.
started with
He's still there.
5,
He's
8.
been running top
something.
10s. He's been doing well.
Hmm.
If he can start getting podiums, he can maybe do it, but gotta do it.
Yeah, he's definitely got to
Gotta do
start
it
running
quick,
for it.
too.
Hey, well, guess what? There'll probably be a couple, you know, heat race winners that get podiums this weekend with the Triple Crown.
Oh, that is a good point. I
Yeah.
forgot
Three
a Triple
main event
Crown.
Winners.
We'll talk about
Guess
that
that's
later,
coming
though.
up.
First,
Yeah,
real quick,
yeah.
let's
So how is how is that going to affect like the picks and stuff? Are they doing a combined overall like a
I think
three-motor
so.
format?
Yeah,
Okay.
Has to be.
yeah, because they ain't gonna do 3 different pick segments. I don't
Oh
think.
shit, I think this just changed my entire fucking picks. So anyway guys, let's move on to the picks then, I guess, since we're on that topic. Mine are fucked now. Who wants to start this
Yeah.
off? Because I gotta think about this shit. Who wants to start this off?
Oh, I'll start it off. And like you say, still not knowing who's gonna be all coming back.
Hell yeah. I think
It's
this
kind of
week,
a
guys,
toss-up.
for this Squadcast, I think our picks are going to be more speculation. So don't take this as, oh yeah, we think these guys are going to come out and win. I think
Yeah.
this is more speculation just
locked
because
in.
of how insane this season has already kind of started off. Like, picks have been fucked every week pretty much. Granted, it's only 2 weeks, but
Yeah.
It's all good. I don't let my picks get me down, man. It does not matter. The race has been awesome.
oh yeah. So what you got,
Jason
Bucket?
Anderson, he's gonna back it up. Go again for the W. Second place, Barsha. Gonna put him up there. Third place, Ken Roxon. I'm gonna go with that dark horse you were speaking of, Blake Baggett in fourth. Cole Seeley fifth, and Brock Pickle's gonna bring in the wild card ninth.
Not bad.
But yeah, they're picks. They're picks. I don't know.
I got Brock Tickle in 5th.
See, now that's
Yeah,
something I
I mean-
can get behind, because if you watch this heat race from, I think, A1, he pulled the whole shot nice and good. He could easily, with the way the Triple Crowns are set up, he could easily take a podium spot or even in top 5 with that.
He can hang for 10 laps too, in my opinion.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. What?
So.
How many laps are the?
Yeah, do anybody know the
Triple
times
Crowns? I
of
think
them?
it's
I
what, 5,
think it
10,
was-
20 or 10.
I think
15,
it was
20, or-
8, 10, and 15 for the forfeit. No, it had to have
They
been
gotta do
like 10,
20 for the
15,
forfeit.
20,
I
maybe.
thought they were each 10 laps, like the Monster Cup.
No, they're doing
No,
it timed wise.
different lengths.
Yeah.
I think it was like 6. I want to say they said it in the press conference. I thought it was like 6.5 minutes, 8 minutes, and then 15 minutes for the last one. I'm not sure 100%, but they said it in the press conference.
It's something. I have a feeling that it's going to be like 15 for the main, but it's all +1 as well. So keep in mind it's +1 lap.
We'll find out
Um,
Saturday, I guess.
But regardless, it'll be entertaining. So I think the very first race is going to be a fucking, that's going to be a random ass win, because you pull the whole shot almost in that, the way that the length of that, like, that's a heat race. So anybody else
Who's
got
up
picks
next on
ready?
picks?
Yeah. I got Jason Anderson in first. Roxon in second, Cole Seeley in third. He's pretty consistent. He should be doing good with the three races. Justin Barsha fourth. Brayton I got in fifth, and Brock Tickle for wild card as well.
Damn, I might have to steal those pins.
There you go.
Solid picks.
Tony, what you got? You got picks ready or no?
Yeah, they're pretty wild, to say at least. But got first place Ken Roxon. I think his training.
I think there's going to be 3 people that have that, to be honest.
Jason Anderson in second, Justin Barsha in third. Don't know if he's back, but I still got him as a pick. Eli Tomac in fourth, Cole Seeley in fifth, and Blake Baggett in ninth as a wild card.
Not bad. Alvin Klein.
I got Rafson winning at least one of them. So, Rafson in first, Anderson second, Seeley third, Barsha fourth, Pickle fifth, and then Malcolm in ninth place.
Not bad
Good
at
pick
all.
for wild card.
That is a good pick for the wild card. I feel like he got 11th last week. He fucked me up a little bit there. If he would have just stayed, if he just needed to stay behind Freezy. That's all, man. Let Freezy be him.
How many days did he have on that bike? A week?
I don't even think he had a week.
Yeah. I think it was like 2 days.
It was 2, but yeah, he was just training or testing for a couple days, and he still was heat race Mookie. So
I remember last year when he came back on that Suzuki, he was good in heat races.
oh yeah, and didn't he come out strong in the heat race? He got top 5 in the heat race, I think.
Yeah, I think he was pretty strong.
Oh, Charbonnet was up there in the heat race.
Yeah. So I guess we'll jump into my picks. I guess I'm pretty similar to Tony and Cal with the pick for the W. I do think Ken Roxon will win this one because I think he's got that extremely early speed, and with the shortened races, I think, noting how he's been getting his hole shots, he can hold off. I think he can hold Jason Anderson off pretty easily from that.
I think if he wins the first 2 and then maybe gets second in the last one, he'll be fine.
Oh yeah. And I have that, and then I have Barsha in second because I think that he's going to learn and improve from Jason Anderson. And I'll be honest, I'm not a Baker guy fan, so probably why I don't really choose those guys up front. But then I also have Jason Anderson in third because it makes sense. He's on it this year. He's running really good. Cup performance with the Triple Crowns, he was right behind Muscan, so it was really good in the Triple Crowns. I think I have for fourth place. I don't know if I want to go with Tomac like you, Tony, but God, that can be wide open. I think I'm gonna go with Seeley, just for safety in case Tomac doesn't show up. But if Tomac shows up, I'll take him there, and then Seeley in fifth. But then if he doesn't, I'll take Seeley in fourth, and then I can take Tickle in fifth. I'll take Tickle in fifth. I'll go with you, Cal, because it makes sense. He can run that. Wild card ninth, Mookie. That dude's safe for that. Every time you can count that dude.
I guess if I hear some more on Tomac, he'll be first on my picks for 3 races.
Well, that makes sense, yeah.
So.
If we don't stop the Pulver Spanks.
Yes, and takes no rocks to the cocks. So with that out of the way, I guess we can start talking about we can take a look at next week and the speculations for everything and kind of what we're hoping. Not necessarily picks, but kind of what we've heard and the stirs and shit. I do know a lot of people have been saying, Bucket, you're the one who kind of brought this up in our chat a little bit. It looks like this is very unlikely, but it looks like McGrath wants to fucking run some shit again.
I'm not sure. It's just speculation. It's what was his post the other day?
It was some motivating shit, and he was on the bike. He was talking about his Thor gear, I know that, but he also had some motivating shit, and he looked like he was ready to rip.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he's gonna do some amateur all-star races, you know, in the vet class. That'd be
Oh, yeah.
sick. Villapoto said he had something coming up with Yamaha.
No,
yeah, Fit
Villapoto's
for a King
racing.
wanting more of this, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Wanting more of what, you know?
Oh yeah.
But he also did say he was happy to, you know, just be back around Supercross and, you know,
He's the
just
king.
be there at the races, and yeah, he is the king. But and Villapoto's got a race coming up with Yamaha. He said we'll let you guys know in a couple weeks. So if it's been a couple weeks, maybe they're gonna do some all-star racing this Sunday after A2.
I think
At A2.
I think Villapoto's
Villapoto, I heard,
is
is racing. Yeah, he's racing the snow bikes at the X Games,
Yeah.
Oh really?
Oh, that's insane.
which I will be going to.
Oh hell yeah, dude! Josh Hill's gonna be there racing too on a snow bike.
That's badass.
He's getting
Axel
the whips
Hodge
down
is gonna
pretty
be
good on that snow bike.
wicked.
You turn
Wanna
that
see
bitch
Axel
electric
Hodge?
yet or no?
So
I'm
did
guessing,
you
I'm
hear they
guessing
threw
Axel's
snow
gonna be
bike
there
into
too.
freestyle also?
That'd be sick.
Huh?
What did you say?
They threw the snow bike into freestyle competition.
Yeah, best trick.
Oh, that'd be
Yeah, man,
badass.
should be sick. That dude from
Who's
the
backflipping?
Northwest, Robert Hoslam, he's
Somebody better do a
graduated
double. What the
nitro
fuck are you
circus,
talking
got an
about?
invite.
I better see a
Never
double
rode a
fucking
snow bike.
backflip in that shit. That'll be badass.
He's gonna pull a double back.
That is a good question. The world may never know. On a snow bike, for sure. That'd be badass. So I guess
wonder
moving
when
on
Axel
then.
Hodge's first freestyle competition is.
Is he fucking doing freestyle now?
I don't know. He's always throwing them ramp jumps, and he's starting to get his feet and arms off the bike a little bit.
Yeah.
You never
Fucking,
know.
that kid has so much talent.
Yeah.
That is
No, I
insane.
don't think I don't think we'll see him in the next games.
That'd be
He's
cool.
already he's already got it going good with this. Yeah. Every time.
Hell yeah. I guess back onto the races in the future. These triple crowns, because I do want to address it. I don't know what are you guys' total thoughts on it? Because I don't really know. I feel like it's going to be, like, at least good entertainment-wise to a degree, but I think that one of the big things is that it's going to really be nice. Like, it's going to be one of those races where we aren't going to be sitting in Ad City for sure, because obviously there is more races on the card if you think about it, and more time racing. But like, how are you feeling about it being that Olympic style scoring like cup? You feel like, because personally, I don't know why, but I feel like, you know, that should be a Monster Cup MX and Nation specific thing. That might just change after A2.
I don't like that they're switching it up during the season. I think the season should be the whole fucking thing the same.
Yeah.
Thing is, I don't think they're getting
agree.
separate points. I think they're still going to get the same amount of points for winning first, second, and third. I don't think they're going to.
Yeah, but
Oh,
there's
they
more
will,
chance
but-
to have a good race and a shitty race all in one race weekend, which could greatly affect your points.
Well, and you think about it
Yeah,
too,
I
since
just-
it's going to be 3 mains, like, the intensity of those shits, how hard people are going to be running that aren't normally contenders to try to win, like, I don't know why, but I feel like it could actually be more dangerous in general. Like, granted, obviously motocross is a dangerous fucking sport. Like, you can get injured
Not
at any
at
time,
all.
but, oh, fucking, hell no, you're right. I don't
I
fucking...
think it's gonna be great.
Unicorns and
Like I said,
pillow fluffy shit. That's what we deal with here. No, but I mean I hope
think they
it's
should bring
good,
in
but I do
passing
feel
points,
like it
though.
could be dangerous. Alright guys,
Where
you
did
probably
you-
just witnessed the most ridiculous cut in the entire fucking world. That's because the recording decided to fuck off. So I think we were just talking about the Triple Crown shit. It probably cut out somewhere in the middle of that. Something, it'll make some sort of sense. So kind of talking about how it's a little weird. So we'll get back into that. Hopefully everybody remembers where we were talking about. I guess actually I think we were kind of wrapping that one up. So with
we
that,
were onto the whole east-west.
Yeah.
I think the shootouts are gonna be pretty good racing, but it's all gonna be good racing. I just think it's super weird that we just decided to change everything this season.
Understandable.
I think it's it's fresh. It's something fresh. It ain't the same thing over and over
No.
again.
Now, are the 250s running the same format? as
Yeah,
the
so it's gonna
450s?
be, it'll be 2 Triple Crowns. The 250s are gonna be running the Olympic style as well.
Which
6
they
main
have
events
never
in
done
total.
that.
Some of them have just because they did the Amateur All-Stars, and some of them have because they did
Well, yeah, but still.
some of the stuff. But yeah, it is gonna be a little bit of a fucking wrench in the, or I don't even know, wrench in the spokes. I don't know. Fucking Jesus Christ.
Wrench in the dick.
Rock in the car.
Wrench in the dick. That is the most moto term I've ever heard Cal say in my life. So.
I think either way, the Triple Crown and the E-Plus shootout's gonna be good for people who don't win all the time.
Oh, for sure.
It's gonna bring new winners on the podium.
So.
Which is good for entertainment, I guess.
Oh yeah, it'll be entertaining. I'm excited for it, I guess, but at the same time, I'm a little skeptical. I'm hoping it changes my mind. So, that being said, is there anything else we've had to talk about? I don't know. I don't feel like there's any more rampant speculation. I guess I wanted to talk about Wilson a little bit more, and on speculation, do you think that? Because personally, I don't know why, but I felt like Wilson did have more drive to run Houston than Tomac. I feel like he's going to be so much more determined. Like, I have a feeling Wilson will be there.
I feel like if Wilson never went down, he would be definitely winning one of these Triple Crowns.
Oh, 100%. And you know, to be honest, I hope he does show up, and to be honest, I hope that he fucking wins it.
It'll be good because he won't have as long races. He'll be able to jump off for a little bit, ice his shoulder a little bit. Might be hard to get going for the second and third motos though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, be a little stiff.
But even then too, it is a little bit shorter in general. Even the like they are shorter.
He won't be jumping straight into, what is it now, 20 minutes or 20 laps? I don't even know anymore.
It is.
They change it every freaking year.
It's fucking
About
48
about the
hours of
same.
racing together. That's what it is now. That's what we made it official. 48 hours straight of motocross. That's just when we all died because we crashed after passing out, hitting a triple or some shit. I don't fucking know. So, I think that's really all though. I don't
Final
know.
word on Moose Game? Like what actually happened to him, or they not put anything out
All we
yet?
knew is that a dislocated shoulder from what I've seen. I haven't seen anything else on him.
Yeah. And he said he was going to update everybody, which is yet to come.
And it is Tuesday night as we're recording this. So still nothing as of Tuesday night. Unless there is something that we're just blind as shit and haven't seen because we're fucking not paying attention. I don't know. So, I think that'll about do it. Anybody else got any final stuff to talk about?
Nope.
Nope. Alrighty guys, well... What? Oh, because it's A2. That's a good question. Let's not jinx him. Let's not.
I wasn't really thinking about that. I was thinking about in general.
I think this year he's gonna ride a lot more. I feel like he's just riding in general a lot better.
I think he's got more love for racing and riding his dirt bike now from that crash.
Yeah.
He's there because he wants to be there riding his dirt bike.
But he still wants to win. And
but I do think, though, this man is ramping up the amount of fucking aggression he's putting in. Last week showed it. He was a lot more fucking aggressive with Barsha than he was with anybody last week or the week before at Anaheim 1. So who knows? I think he's just trying to, you know, test the waters to see where he is, and after a certain point he's like, okay, I pushed it enough, I can kind of just let off. I'm in second. I don't need to... I mean, if there's a mistake, I'm here to catch it, but if not, I'm not worried. I'm still in the title chase.
Like they all say, these first rounds don't mean nothing.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Not
at
at
the
all.
end,
Well,
at
I
the
mean,
end,
if you don't finish and you crash out for the first 2
yeah,
rounds, that
yeah.
definitely means
but
something.
he's safely in second and third place. He ain't
Yeah.
gonna be too hurt
He's,
about it.
he's
He can
fishing
relax.
in the top.
Yeah, relax and ride his race. Be smart about stuff until he has to get aggressive and get his.
He's probably surprised
riding style
himself.
back. Oh yeah.
Oh, for sure. He's impressed. He's got the respect of a lot of people too.
Yeah.
Sure.
Anderson's running red plate this weekend, right?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, I don't see him doing too good this weekend.
I don't know. I hope that trend doesn't happen this year where
He
red
doesn't
plate
have to
fucking
run
dies.
the red plate, though. He doesn't
Some
have to
years
run
it
the red
definitely does that, though, Moto.
plate. Wonder if Anderson will be one that puts the red plate on.
Is it a choice?
They
I
have
thought
to
they
run it
had
now.
to. Yeah, I thought they
Yeah,
were.
they
They
have to
forced
now.
to now.
Choice.
No, it used to
really?
be.
Huh.
Now they have to run the red
Wasn't
plate.
it at one
have to
point
put
that
that- they
red
have to
plate
put that
stuck
big
with the
cross
former
on.
champion?
Yeah.
Just hit me.
That's insane.
Well, you don't have to run the number 1 plate, though, do you?
No, you can choose not to. That was one thing that I know you can choose not to do. No.
I think Hill should have done
Is it
that.
Saturday yet?
I wish. That'd be great. Well, guys, I think that's pretty much going to wrap it up from us. I don't think there's really anything else we can really talk about. So, real quick, wanted to thank everybody on the channel for getting us this fucking awesome milestone. We hit 1K about an hour ago on fucking YouTube. I don't think you understand how much I appreciate you guys' support. It's fucking phenomenal. That's why we put, if you guys notice real quick, I'll actually stop riding. We got 1,000 with the red background #1 on this shit, and King on the butt patch, because I'm the fucking best in the world. Regardless,
And
I appreciate
aren't
you
supposed
motherfuckers.
to do a face reveal at 1,000?
I'm supposed to face
Of
reveal
some sort?
somebody, so I think I'm a face reveal Brandon, Mr. Burton. So you guys just be ready to see our Oreo in true form and all of this stuff. So again, guys, I really do appreciate it. It's fucking huge. I didn't expect that I would ever get this far. So I guess here's to the next milestone, getting to 2K at the end of the year. I think we can do that. Maybe.
Easily.
We can try. If not 1.5. Something. Let's fucking get there, guys. So anyway, guys, like I said at the beginning of the video, please go and support those pages for 1UP Racing and Dirt Monkey Productions and all that good stuff. If you like this video, please leave a like, comment down below your speculation. If you had any thoughts on the video today, anything we said that you kind of want to add on or anything in the comments, let us know. Give us you guys' predictions for the Triple Crowns, your opinions, and all that stuff down below in the comments. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. Like I said, we just hit 1K, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking... It's lit. As Tom Segura would say, thanks, motherfucker. I appreciate it. Alright? So, anyway, guys, as always, my name is Moto, and I'm out. Peace.
Peace.
Bye.